Zoe, Ethan, Amber, and Liam sat around the dim glow of their flashlights, the cold desert air creeping in as the last traces of sunlight disappeared. The barren landscape stretched for miles, the silhouette of Area 51 barely visible. For years, they'd joked about sneaking into restricted territory for the thrill. Tonight, they'd done it, illegally slipping past the perimeter fences under the cover of darkness. It had been a wild idea born of late-night talks, but now no one was laughing. "This is insane," Amber muttered, glancing at her watch for the 100th time. "We're not supposed to be here." "That's kind of the point," Ethan shrugged, eyes glued to the horizon, waiting for something to happen. Liam stood up abruptly. "We're out of batteries for the lantern. I'll grab the extras from the Jeep before it gets darker." Ethan hesitated, but followed. "I'll come with you." Amber shook her head. "You two go. Zoe and I will stay here. I'm not wandering near a government facility at night." Zoe chuckled lightly, though her eyes flickered toward the endless expanse around them. "Yeah, same." The two guys grabbed a flashlight and walked off toward the vehicle. Their figures disappeared quickly into the darkness, footsteps crunching against the gravel fading behind them. Amber checked her phone again, frowning. Still no signal. Great. Zoe leaned back, trying to shake the unease. "It's part of the experience, right? Getting away from everything?" "Yeah, a break from the city. Not from the entire world," Amber replied, staring at the sky, now blanketed in stars. Minutes passed. The desert grew colder, and Zoe's eyes drifted toward where the guys had gone. "They're taking a while, aren't they?" Amber glanced toward the faint shape of the Jeep. "Probably nothing. They're just slow." She didn't sound convinced. Zoe stood up, stretching her legs. "Let's meet them halfway. I don't want to sit here longer. It's eerie." Amber hesitated, but eventually stood up. "Fine, but we're not going far." The two grabbed a flashlight and headed toward the Jeep, their pace quickening as the darkness deepened. They called out for Ethan and Liam, but the desert swallowed their voices. No reply. Zoe's heart picked up speed. "They should have been back by now." Amber's voice wavered. "I don't like this. Something feels off." The Jeep was nowhere in sight, and the faint outlines of military base structures in the distance now loomed larger, as if watching them. Then came the sound, a low hum in the air growing louder. Amber froze. "What's that?" Zoe scanned the sky, but there was nothing, only stars. "I don't know, but we need to go back." They turned to head back to camp, but the path looked wrong. "This doesn't make sense," Amber whispered. "We didn't walk this far." Zoe's breathing quickened. "Let's get out of here." As they moved faster, the hum grew louder, accompanied by a soft whirring. They ran, but the ground shifted beneath them. The desert had turned disorienting, the horizon a blur. Suddenly, a flash appeared in the sky, a streak, then a bright glow. It hovered for a moment before vanishing. "Did you see that?" Amber asked. Zoe nodded, throat dry. "Yeah, they finally reached the camp, but something was wrong. The flashlights they'd left behind were off and the supplies were scattered. The guys were still missing." Amber pulled out her phone again, desperately checking for signal. Then her screen lit up. "I have something," she said, staring at it. "It's a message." Zoe turned to her. "From who?" Amber showed her the screen. The message was from Ethan. "Stay where you are. Don't move." Zoe felt a chill. "What the hell? Where are they?" Another buzz. Amber glanced at her phone again. "We're already here." The two women stared at each other, fear settling in, when the soft sound of footsteps echoed behind them. Slow, deliberate. Then no one knew what happened. It was all covered up by the Area 51 officials.